Greetings, friends, and welcome back to Mike Allen from Chicagoland, broadcasting back in the Chicago area today. It's going to be a very McDonald's-heavy content in this video, in case you haven't noticed already. So let's hop in the car and get started. Come and join me. Now, our first stop this morning is going to be the town of Des Plaines, Illinois, which is a suburb just north of O'Hare Airport. Now, back in 1955, Ray Kroc opened the very first McDonald's outside of the West Coast, and he opened it in Des Plaines, Illinois. So sadly, the restaurant is no longer standing, but we're going to go check out the land anyway, because I've never been there, and I thought it'd be great content to start off my day talking about McDonald's. So let's get going. So I'm in the town of Des Plaines, Illinois now, which is just roughly northwest of the city of Chicago and due north of O'Hare International Airport. And I stopped over here really quick to view a plot of land that used to house the very first McDonald's in the Midwest. And it was known as McDonald's #1 by Ray Kroc, but it was actually the 9th McDonald's store after 8 of them were opened in the California, Arizona region on the West Coast by Richard and Maurice McDonald. Now, the McDonald's story doesn't start here. It started in 1940 when Dick and Mac opened up the first McDonald's in San Bernardino, California off of Old Route 66. Started off as a barbecue restaurant, and then they revamped the store in 1948 to make it more along the lines of what we know today with their speedy service. Now, Ray Kroc, who was a milkshake mixer salesman at the time, discovered the McDonald's brothers in 1954 when the two of them were a customer of his. And a year later, after getting to know the brothers and their business model, he opened up a franchise location of his own, and that's where the story begins for Ray Kroc in Des Plaines. Now, a more modern McDonald's opened up across the street, but unfortunately, this plot of land is all that exists from the McDonald's quote-unquote #1. Kroc opened up this location in April of 1955. It's his first franchise location, one of many that he would eventually open, and expanding McDonald's into what we know of it today. So the actual restaurant was torn down in 1984, the year Ray Kroc passed away. It reopened in 1985 as an exact replica, and it became a museum, which stayed open until 2008. And McDonald's decided to just bulldoze it all together in 2017. Really is a shame that we lost a piece of that history. I know McDonald's is such an iconic piece of American history, and right here on this spot in Des Plaines, Illinois was a big part of that history, so it's unfortunate. However, the legacy lives on here in the Chicago area, and I'm going to grab something to eat at this McDonald's here across the street, and then we're going to head downtown. Now, one thing I do want to point out is in the movie The Founder, where Michael Keaton plays Ray Kroc, I remember he was sitting in front of the land where the store was going to be built in the movie, and he said something to the effect of, "Just be right one time." Well, that was because by the time he was in his 50s, he had tried so many different things, so many different business ventures, and none of them had really hit pay dirt. Not until he opened up McDonald's and kind of took the concept from there. McDonald's here is only drive-through and takeout. Anthony Bourdain would call this the classic combo. Of course, Bourdain hated McDonald's. He would never eat this stuff, but this is just my appetizer before the main course. Appetizer done. It's time for the main course. Currently standing in front of the McDonald's global headquarters here in Chicago off of Randolph Street, and this office opened in 2018, and what's unique about it is on the first floor they have a restaurant that serves menu items from McDonald's from around the world. So let's go check it out. So they do have regular menu items here in America. Then they do offer other items such as France's 280 burger, Costa Rica's mushroom deluxe McCrispy, India's Makalu Tiki, and Saudi Arabia's chocolate waffle cone sundae with Oreo, and Malaysia's twister fries. Now the menu rotates from time to time. I'm not sure the timetable for when that happens, but this is what's available right now. And I think I'm going to go with the French burger here. I think I'll do the twister fries here, which I believe are from Malaysia. So I don't know if it's because we're in downtown Chicago or if it's the menu items I chose, but it was a pretty expensive bill, $13.94 between the drink, the fries, and the sandwich. However, the service was outstanding. Didn't have to wait very long for my food at all. Here's the burger from France and the twisty fries from Malaysia. Looks like we've got a little bit of mayo, some onions, tomato, cheese, and ketchup. Here's our burger from France. Well, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Taste the mayo, the ketchup, tomato, onions all together with the burger patty. Burger patty's not all that much different from, what you get from an American menu item. Still quite tasty. One thing I will say about this burger is that there's quite a bit of mayo on here, so if you're really not into mayo, I'm sure you could probably get it without it. And that actually reminds me of a story to tell back when I was working at Six Flags Great America up in Gurnee, back when I was about 18 years old, I think. There was a foreign exchange program, and a lot of European students were coming over and spending the summer working at Great America. And they would just lather on the mayo on just about anything, their burgers, their fries, and I thought that was the most grossest, disgusting thing in the world. However, I don't judge because I know that they probably think some of the things that Americans put on their food is also gross and disgusting. So I try not to be judgmental of things like that. Let's try the twisty fries from Malaysia. Tastes just like those curly fries you used to get back in high school in your school lunch. Nothing special. But I would definitely recommend getting them if you want a more unique experience here at this McDonald's. Rather than getting the regular fries, go ahead and get this. Right here by the kiosks, they've got a world map of where McDonald's is sold. And one thing I wanted to point out is that they've turned off Russia's after the company pulled out of the country following the invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. So I thought about getting dessert, but chose to get another burger to go, and I'm going to go with India's veggie burger here. Boy, I tell you, with these menu prices, I sure am getting a nice rewards for future visits. Glad I downloaded the app and I'm taking advantage of it on this trip. Now, McDonald's corporate lobby is closed on Sundays, but we can at least peek in here. It says Hamburger University back there. Comes from when Ray Kroc established a management training program and titled it Hamburger University, which is located right here on the corporate office campus. Outside McDonald's corporate headquarters now. Just going to try the India burger, the tiki veggie burger, I guess you could call it. It's quite tasty. Very tasty. Yeah, I'm not sure what's all in a veggie burger, but they do have onions and tomatoes along with the patty. That's probably my favorite thing so far on this menu is this veggie burger from India. It looks like there's some chickpeas or something in there. Whatever it is, it's very tasty. So, what is the verdict on the global menu McDonald's here on the corporate office headquarters? Overall, I'd say it still had that McDonald's taste to it, but just from food from another country. You could always come back here another month and they're going to have 3 other different burgers. So that also makes it worthwhile, I think, to come and check this place out again sometime. But the veggie burger from India was definitely my favorite. I think it was called the Makalu Tiki. That was definitely my favorite of the 3 items that I had. So yeah, if you ever come to Chicago and come to the global menu, McDonald's, and that happens to be on the menu, that's one I would recommend getting. I am going to include in the description below a link to an article from Business Insider that I found while researching for this video. The reporter that they sent to go and check this place out, she had a couple different menu items. I'll put that link down in the description below, and definitely check it out after this video. So really what made me want to come check this place out is that I don't think I'll be doing any international traveling anytime soon, but I've always been fascinated with McDonald's menu items from other countries, stuff that you can't get here in America. And this was an opportunity to give that a try. So I'm very glad that a place like this exists. I'm glad that I got to try it. I may come back another day and see what other items have rotated onto the menu. But overall, like I said before, it still had that McDonald's taste, but I was really, really impressed with the veggie burger from India. I think the reason I liked it so much is because it was the most unique item, something that you don't find every day at McDonald's. So that's probably the biggest reason why I liked it so much. And that was most definitely the most unique McDonald's experience I ever had. So glad I got to do it. Anyways, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. There's other ways you can help me out in growing the channel. I'll put links down in the description below. Anyways, this is Mike Allen from Chicagoland signing off from the city of Chicago. I'll be back next week with another video, but until then, don't you go changing.